any sort of turtle-style Protoss like this before, so it'll be interesting to see how Az's many gateways fare against this early composition of SUGGY. Let's see, just looking around for some upgrades or anything. The Evo Chamber is actually getting level 1 armor, carapace, for ground units first before attack. So he does want his infestors to be a little less squishy if he does choose to build some. I don't see any yet, although I do see some Hydralisks being made. And Az, with his first wave of warped in units from those mass gateways, comes up a bit and meets SUGGY's units head on. Ooh, he is going to get some Overlord kills because SUGGY does not have the forces needed to hold off this 5 Stalkers, or 6 Stalker, 5 Zealot push, and 2 more Stalkers joining in now, just getting, ooh, Overlord kills left and right. SUGGY is falling way behind in his supply. He's 78 over 54. He's not going to build any more additional army for a while. His drone count has got to be pretty high by now too, so yes, he's got 49 drones, leaving him with very little army and very little chance of building more at the moment. So he does get a fungal off on the Zealots. He is going to have to cancel that first Spine Crawler or have it killed, and these fungal units actually picked off quite easily by the mass of Hydras that are here. So unfortunately for Az, he did not know that SUGGY was hanging back with all these Hydras. If Az had a little more foresight or was a little more conservative, I don't know, he probably would have waited for just another 1 or 2 warp-in waves. He now is getting a Templar Archives as well as Zealot leg upgrades for Zealot charge. So he is doing quite well, actually. Economically, he's throwing up another expansion over here in the top left. SUGGY is, on 3 bases now, so the income probably is still in his favor. Actually not too far ahead. He's ahead on gas now. He does have less harvesters though, so the mineral count is actually still pretty close. The gas count is obviously different because he's got more extractors total, but income really not too different between the 2 players. So these High Templar do not yet have Psystorm. He's going to have to be researching that right away, followed by the Amulet. He is going to get Storm first, as he does have a couple of High Templar out already, so he can, he just warped in some more. So they can start cranking in some energy while they hang out, and they will be able to Storm at least once each, but most likely going to be getting that Amulet immediately after. Zealot legs are almost done. SUGGY checking all around the map just to make sure Az hangs out where he's supposed to be and doesn't start doing anything crazy. He does have quite a few Hydralisks here. He's ended up with 17 Hydralisks. Ooh, bad time to be moving probes over. Oh, it's a good thing he had this pylon here because it slowed down these Hydras just enough to miss this huge line of Hydras, but looks like there may or may not be a big confrontation going on here in just a little bit, but it looks like SUGGY is going to back off. He does not want to lose his entire ground force, because if Az does come out on top of that fight, he can just walk or march, whatever he chooses, basically right up the gut into the natural here without too much resistance. So SUGGY up to 26 Hydras here at his main fighting force and 1 Infestor hanging out on the cliff. He's getting his Greater Spire. He probably just built the Spire while he was upgrading to the Hive, and basically they probably finished around the same time, so now he is going toward those Brood Lords. So interesting choice here. Az is going to need a lot more Stalkers. He's very Zealot heavy right now, but if he's not quick, he is going to fall behind to those Brood Lords, as he does not have quite the anti-air necessary to hold off such a force. So SUGGY moving now with his many Hydralisks, his 26 Hydralisk. Ooh, gotta see some storms here. There. Oh no, he stormed so many of his Zealots. Ouch. And not too many storms actually left on those Templar because they did not have the Amulet upgrade just yet. He's also getting Blink now for his Stalkers. His Zealot charge forces his Zealots to run in, but no storms still. Ooh, man, this is a lot of static D. Ooh, if he could just scoot and shoot there, he would be able to kill that Spine Crawler all the way dead. And Psystorms do nothing to buildings, even though they are organic and it looks like they should be hurting. Oh, these Hydras not moving in the storm. Oh no, they're all bottlenecked right there in that corner. So many Hydras die to those storms. That is going to be massive for as all these Templar that run out of Storm Juice, aka energy, now becoming Archons, and there are 2 Broodlords, but Az sees it. He's been warping in Stalkers a lot actually now, and has some Archons to deal with these Broodlings, and of course they hit air as well, so Az in a very good position to be able to deal with that. There's only 2 Broodlords in the air, 3 Broodlords in the air now, and Az still has quite a large force of anti-air now. A lot of Zealots were the ones who died in that previous engagement, so it looks like he is going to be able to knock off this natural without too much of a problem, and SUGGY is going to fall farther behind. Az keeping up with his macro, warping in 7 Stalkers at a time essentially, and these Broodlords are going to start chasing Az's main force throughout this map. He is regrouping, getting more Archons. Pretty good for dealing with those Broodlords. They are pretty slow, and Archons are slow, so they're a good match. And trying to rebuild that hatchery at his natural. I don't know where these drones are headed, but Az has regrouped. He's got Blink now, and he's got Zealot Charge, and he's got lots of Archons, just a couple of Templar, maybe only 1 Templar for Storms, but really all he needs to do is blink in, kill the Broodlord, maybe 1 more blink, but SUGGY morphing Broodlords now, but I have a feeling it's going to be too late. His natural that he was trying to rebuild does go down again, more Broodlords go down. Focus firing Broodlords is pretty easy, as they are very slow, and SUGGY showing his distaste for this map. It says GG, so well played by Az.